welcome to your doom. Woo! Sorry, I had an evil ghost host in my throat. Welcome to the video. To the story of the Haunted Mansion, possibly the most famous haunted house in the world. This video will take you on a journey, an experience, an edutainment of wonder in what is Disney history, as we explore the chilling story of the Haunted Mansion. The plans for the mansion precedes Disneyland and WED Enterprises. At the time, the park they were developing the attraction for was supposed to be located across from the studios. In 1951, the first known illustration of the park showed a Main Street setting, green fields, western villages, and a carnival. Disney legend Harper Goff developed a black and white sketch for Crooked Street leading away from Main Street by a peaceful church and graveyard, with a rundown manor perched high on a hill that towered over Main Street. Disney assigned Imagineer Ken Anderson was to create a story using Goff's idea. Plans were made to build a New Orleans themed land in the small transition area between Frontierland and Adventureland. Weeks later, New Orleans Square appeared on the souvenir map and promised a thieves market, a pirate's wax museum, and a haunted house walkthrough. Anderson studied New Orleans and old plantations, landing on an image of the Shipley Lydic House in Baltimore, Maryland. He came up with a drawing of an antebellum manor with features from the Baltimore house, overgrown with weeds, dead trees, swarms of bats, and boarded doors and windows topped with a screeching cat as a weather vane. Disney did not like this idea and did not approve of having a rundown building in the park. He visited the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California, and was captivated by the massive mansion with its stairs to nowhere, doors that opened to walls, and holes and elevators. A ghostly sea captain who killed his nosy bride and then hanged himself. A mansion home to an unfortunate family, and a ghostly wedding party with well-known Disney villains and spooks. In 1961, handbills announced a 1963 opening of a Haunted Mansion were given out at Disneyland's main entrance. Construction began a year later, and the exterior was completed in 1963. The attraction previewed in a 1965 episode of Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color, but the attraction itself did not open until 1969. And a 6-year delay owed heavily to Disney's involvement in the New York World's Fair in 1964 and 1965, and to an attraction redesign after Walt's death in 1966. And after the fair, many Imagineers such as Mark Davis, Ex Atencio, and Claude Coates contributed ideas to the project. And by this time, Ken Anderson had left the project. Rolly Crump showed Walt some designs for his version, which included bizarre objects like coffin clocks, candlemen, talking chairs, man-eating plants, tiki-like bus, living gypsy wagons, and a mirror with a face. Walt accepted these ideas to make the proclaimed Museum of the Weird, a restaurant side to the now named Haunted Mansion, similar to the Blue Bayou at Pirates of the Caribbean. And when Walt put engineers Rolly Crump and Yale Gracie in charge of creating illusions for the attraction, they intended to make the Museum of the Weird into a separate section that guests could walk through, and they could see transparent ghosts and other apparitions, utilising the Pepper's Ghost technique used in the theatre since the early 1800s. Mark Davis and Claude Coates, two of the mansion's main designers, disagreed on whether it should be spooky or funny, frightening or enjoyable, spooky or funny, however you want to see it. Coates, originally a background artist, wanted a scary adventure and produced renditions of moody surroundings like endless hallways, corridors of doors, and bleaky, spooky environments. Davis, an animator and character designer, proposed a variety of mostly comical characters and thought the ride should be silly and full of gags. In the end, both artists got the waves when ex Atencio combined their approaches and ideas, creating a transition from dark foreboding to spirited entertainment. The ride narration was performed by Paul Frees in the role of the ghost host. In the attraction's theme song, Grin Grin and Ghost, was composed by Buddy Baker with lyrics by Atencio. Different versions of it can be heard in nearly every area of the ride. Now, after Disney's death in December 1966, the project evolved significantly. The Museum of the Weird Restaurant... I sounded like Barry Kripke then.
Siri, can you recommend a Westwine?
The Museum of the Weird restaurant idea was abandoned, gone. The Imagineers objected to a walk-through attraction's low capacity, going so far as suggesting building two identical attractions to accommodate twice as many guests. A solution appeared with the development of an Omnimover system for adventure through inner space. Renamed the Doom Buggy, the system's continuous chain of semi-enclosed vehicles offered high capacity. The cars could be set to rotate in any direction at any point, allowing the Imagineers to control what guests saw and heard. Because each car held from 1 to 3 people, it was a convenient way to divide guests into small groups, a better fit with the story of people wandering alone through the haunted house. Now, the Omnimover is a fantastic creation by Wynn Enterprises, and oh my gosh, it's just insane. It's so cool. It's so cool. Employee previews of the mansion were held on August 6th, 7th and 8th, followed by soft openings on August 9th and 10th, where limited numbers of park guests were allowed to ride. A midnight press event was held on the evening of August the 11th. The mansion opened to all guests on August 12th, 1969. In around 1977, Wed Enterprises considered utilising the unused designs, creatures and effects that Rolly Crump had originally created for the Haunted Mansion and the Museum of the Weird as part of Professor Marvel's gallery, a tent show of mysteries and delights, a carousel of magic and wonder, to be built as part of Disneyland's Discovery Bay expansion area. The idea was dropped when the expansion's plans fell through. Okay, so let's talk about some updates for the Haunted Mansion. In 1994, Disneyland's Haunted Mansion was updated. A phantom piano player sat at a rundown piano in the attic, whereas the original Faceless Bride was given a full-fleshed appearance. In 2001, a newer, more detailed safety spiel was added to the Doom Buggy's onboard audio as they left the loading area, recorded by voiceover artist Joe Leary in English and Fabio Rodriguez in Spanish. In a recreation of the character of original actor Paul Frees' ghost host, the bilingual spiel was part of the part-wide campaign to increase safety. The seasonal overlay Haunted Mansion Holiday also premiered in October, featuring characters from the 1993 film The Nightmare Before Christmas. In 2004, the Seance Room was updated so the crystal ball with the talking head of Madame Leota floated above its table rather than sitting stationary on it, with the original projection matte effect replaced by a rear projection effect with the ball. In March 2011, a new interactive queue debuted at Walt Disney World location, with new crypts and tombstones honouring Imagineers, a murder mystery for guests to solve featuring the sinister Dread family, the Composer Crypt, which features musical instruments that play variations of Grin Grinning Ghosts when touched, the Mariner's brine-filled sepulchre, whose ghost sings and sneezes from within, and a crypt for Prudence Pock, the poetress, which features haunting moving books and Prudence's ghost writing invisibly in her poem book. Guests can solve the unfinished poems by speaking into microphones located on the crypt. The FastPass Plus line skips the queue altogether and leads guests straight to the foyer doors. Although it's not FastPass now, it's Lightning Lane. Oh dear. There's also an extended queue line that uses a former Mike Fink keelboat dock, which is cool. It's cool. On April 10th, 2015, it was officially confirmed that an iconic Haunted Mansion character, the Hatbox Ghost, would return to Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. The character returned on May the 9th, 2015. The Hatbox Ghost was originally a part of the attraction when it opened in 1969, but was removed when the illusion involved in the Spectre's head was not convincing enough. The Hatbox Ghost will be added to Disney World's Haunted Mansion in November of 2023. And I do believe it's there now. I do believe he's there. He is. He is there. Oh yes. Spooky boy. Spooky boy indeed. Now on April the 2nd, 2019, the Photo Pass ride photography was added to the attraction and the Magic Kingdom. A hidden camera takes pictures of the riders as the Doom Buggy passes the final portrait in the portrait gallery. With the flash and disguise as a flickering lightning, a black and white photo featuring the riders framed by several of the ghosts surrounding the photo is automatically added to the guest Photo Pass account by reading the RFID data from the guest's second generation Magic Band. Now on January the 21st, 2020, Disneyland's Haunted Mansion was closed for an extensive refurbishment to add lighted steel panels, improved lighting, mechanical touch-ups, and new paint and trim to the exterior of the attraction. The changes were originally scheduled for completion in spring 2020, but then COVID hit and created uncertainty for the whole world. It was like confirmed the refurbished attraction would reopen with the park on April 30th, 2021. This refurbishment came with a refreshed pet cemetery, now with new greenery and plants. The portrait gallery was given new drapes, curtains, and the loading area is much more decorative with wallpaper. And the return of one of the Haunted Mansion original portraits being April to December, also featuring a statue of a one-eyed cat. The rest of the attraction was given repairs and new lighting. In addition, new secret entrance was added to the ride by using the chicken exit. Once the crypt door opened, visitors would be directed down a flight of stairs and through a utility passageway used by the cast members. Interesting. So not many updates over the years, to be fair. Just routine checkups, a few updates. The Hatbox Ghost, of course, is probably one of the big ones. That is the story of the Haunted Mansion, the bone-chilling story of the Haunted Mansion. It started off as a concept. It became so much more. It became a popular staple within the parks, and oh boy, I'm glad it did. If you are a fan of the Haunted Mansion, please let me know in the comments down below. Is this a go-to ride for y'all? Do you need to ride the Haunted Mansion every time you go to the parks? For me, heck yeah, hell yeah, 100%. It's such a fun ride. It's such a good time. It's always a popular ride, and you can see why. The love, the attention to detail, just in the ride is just phenomenal. And yeah, so if you're a big fan of Haunted Mansion, let me know down below in the comments, and be sure to give this video a like if you did enjoy it. Be sure to give it a good old subscribe to the channel if you want to join a Disney adult. That's me. If you want to join me. If you want to join, do you want to join me? You want to join. You made it this far. You might as well. You know. Alright, no worries. I'll catch y'all very much. Thank you so much for sticking with me through October, through these spooky videos. I very much enjoyed making these videos. A lot of great videos came from this month that I'm very, very proud of. Pirates of the Caribbean video, the top 10 creepiest things in Disney World, and this one as well. So 3 videos, got some bloopers out there. There might be some more bloopers from this. Keep your eyes out. I don't know. We'll just see. We'll see. That video is doing pretty damn well. I might not make it as a video. I might just make it as a short. Who knows? But yeah, we've had some great podcasts as well this month. It's been an overall fantastic month for the channel. I want to say thank you to y'all. It's now nearly November, so next time you see me, it'll be November. But yeah, have a happy Halloween. Don't get too scared. Eat lots of candy, but not too much so you make yourself sick.
I don't know. Or make yourself say, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But yeah, have a wonderful day, wonderful night, whenever you're watching this. And I will see y'all very soon. Until then, much love. Peace out.